As the slowest moving planet and the chief signification for longevity, Saturn is a barren, binding, cold, dry, hard, defensive, and secretive planet. Its effects and influences are felt with greater intensity and for longer periods than any other planet. Saturn is considered to be very favorable for people born in the signs owned by Venus, whereas Saturn is evil to those born in the sign owned by Mercury. The astrological thesis of Lal Kitab describes Saturn as a serpent whose head or mouth is Rahu and Ketu is its tail. If Ketu is posited in earlier houses than Saturn, the latter becomes a great benefit for the native. However, if the position is otherwise, the Saturn throws highest poisonous results on the native. Further, Saturn never gives malefic effects if posited in houses of Jupiter, that is 2, 5, 9 or 12, whereas Jupiter provides bad results if posited in the house of Saturn. Saturn is considered good in houses 2nd, 3rd and 7th to 12th, whereas 1st, 4th and 5th and 6th house are bad for Saturn. Sun, Moon and Mars are its enemies. Venus, Mercury and Rahu are friends, and Jupiter and Ketu are neutral to it. Saturn gets exalted in 7th house, and the first house is the house of its debilitation. Venus and Jupiter placed together acts like Saturn in that house. Similarly, Mars and Mercury placed in a single house acts like Saturn in that house. In the former case, Saturn behaves like Ketu, while in the latter case it behaves like Rahu. Venus gets destroyed if Saturn is being aspected by the Sun in any horoscope. The aspect of Venus on Saturn causes loss of money and wealth, but the aspects of Saturn on Venus proves highly beneficial. Collision of Saturn and Moon causes operation of the eyes of the native. Saturn gives good result if posited in house earlier than Sun. Saturn can never give malefic results if posited with Sun or Jupiter in a single house, but highly adverse results would follow if posited with Moon or Mars in any house. Saturn releases its poisonous results on the sign and Mars if it is posited in first house, on Mars only if posited in third house, on Moon if posited in fourth house, on Sun if posited in fifth house, and on Mars is posited in third house. Saturn in third house deprives the native of the accumulation of cash money and kills the children of the native when posited in the fifth house, and 10th house is empty. It becomes highly beneficial in 12th house if friendly planets are posited in second house. Saturn provides very good results if planet in houses 1 to 7 on the conditions that 10th house is empty. Saturn in first house and some in 7th, 10th or 11th houses causes all sorts of troubles for native's wife. Combination of Mars and Saturn gives adverse results all through. Thank you.